In today's video, we're going to discuss the overall market once again. It is Sunday night and we're going to get you guys prepared for an epic week. I'm also going to be sharing with y'all a stock that just broke out and why y'all should keep it in your watch list. Y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the NASDAQ, and so far, the market is still giving us small dojis, which is a little bit aggravating. Friday's candle was slightly bigger than the candle from Thursday. Let me just bring that down. All right, so this is Friday's candle, a lot longer. This one smaller. It did what I warned y'all about. I drew that level of support right at 18,500, and I told y'all to watch right here. There is it. There it is. Let me go on to the 1 hour. That way things are a bit smaller and fit in the charts. Right. So this level of support right here, it didn't quite touch it. It tried to make a big drop in the afternoon, but it didn't quite get there. So right now, my expectations is that we consolidate sideways. I drew that box last week, and I think we're gonna just chill in here for a bit. The longer it stays in here, the more bears go into this. All right, the more it trades sideways, the more bears who believe that the market is going to collapse, the more they take their positions. Okay, it's almost like a trap until it confirms, until we have confirmation. So being patient would be in your best interest. Like right now, it's in stalemate. All right, so holding a massive hopeful position in this region would be a little reckless, whether you want to go short or long. So just chill out. Things are going to reveal themselves in time. Right now, the trend is still bearish on the market. So try not to fight it, and find your entries and exits appropriately. All right, be patient. Now we're going to look at the VIX, because the VIX, it's been a while since we discussed the VIX. It broke right below $12. Right now it's at $11.99, and it's trading at the, I would say, all-time lows. Yeah, it's trading at all-time lows, because obviously everything else, like the indices, are trading at all-time highs. All right, eventually it's going to go sideways, and then we're gonna see when it's ready to make a big spike again. Right now I can't tell you exactly when that's going to happen, because that would mean that I'm fighting the trend, the bullish trend of the market. So again, chill out. Now, the stock that I want y'all to keep in your watch list for tomorrow, that stock just broke out, and that one is BA. Right now, I want to share BA with you guys. There is one sus thing about the stock. All right, but overall, big picture, the stock have been demolished from the highs of 266 down to 160. This is a negative 40% drop, and right now, the structure that I see on the chart is on the 1 hour. There's a bullish rectangle on the chart right here and right there. It was cooking for quite some time, and then on Friday at like 1 or 2, it finally broke out of there, right, like here. All right, so the best case scenario for the stock is for it to not get back in here. It should not drop in this zone. If it does, then the play is nullified, and you should pay attention to something else. Look for another structure somewhere else. All right, it should not get in here after the breakout. A clean structure, what we want to see is, we want to preferably see BA open up at like 185, open up slightly higher, maybe 186. That'll be even better. All right, we want to see it. We want to see that kind of opening. We also want to see the volume increase. We want to see a big volume surge, like 4 million, for example, like we've seen right here. We want to see something like that also. And keep in mind, there are some gaps to fill at the top. I like the hammer right here after the breakout. I like how it closed strongly. The first gap to fill on the left is near 200 bucks. So to tell you that if you're going to reach 200 this week, it will be nice. It will be phenomenal, right? I will be a little shocked that it doesn't take. I will be a little shocked if it took just 1 week. I think it might drag its feet a little bit. It's not my favorite structure. The bullish rectangle is really, really not. But it could surprise us, and we could see a big push to 200. All right, so definitely keep this one in your watch list. Now, let's do an update slash a stock that is also about to make a big move. All right, so they kind of go hand in hand. Caterpillar is also still looking bullish from the last time I shared it with y'all. I shared it with you guys because they had a better structure than BA. A better structure, at least in my opinion, my favorite structure, the ascending triangle right here. And we did take a trade on Caterpillar. I definitely did take a trade on this one. From here to here, going in and out of this, getting out in the morning, getting back in at the close, getting out in the morning, getting back in at the close. That's kind of my style with these, especially when the pattern is really, really long. And right now it's looking like it wants to continue to go higher. Initially, when I first saw the structure on this day, the price target that I had on it was exactly 369. I think we might get there, because if you look at what happened on Friday, there is an ascending triangle that happened on a smaller time frame. All right, literally the same one that I just showed y'all on a bigger time frame. We're seeing it on a 5-minute right here, right? So we cook right here, we break out at 2 p.m. and then we retest, and then we close really, really strong. So I like the way this is setting up, and I like the fact that it's not below 347. I like that. If it was below 347, then the big pattern would have been nullified, and we just gotta look at something else. But so far, it's still trying to climb. So watch this one for definitely a break of this high of 363. Watch it for a move up to 369. It might happen tomorrow. It might. All right, so that's my thoughts on it. The next one that we're gonna look at, this one is part of the Dow Jones, but it's really struggling. It's Disney. Now with Disney, ever since it had earnings, it's been struggling for quite some time, which I warned you guys about. After these negative reactions, there tend to be a slow downfall for weeks, and so far that's what we're seeing. We started filling the gap on Wednesday. It really got below 104. It's almost filled. The bottom of the gap is at 99. So it's taking a sweet time. It's taking a really sweet time. Eventually, I think it's gonna get there. So watch it for a drop. All right, watch it for a drop. Now, somebody in the comment section asked me about DJT. So we're gonna discuss that one. I'm sure a lot of y'all like to trade the stock a lot. So with this one, the contracts were not super great before, but now the implied volatility on the contracts is diminishing. We're getting close to like that 100% on the implied volatility. The lower they get, the more appealing the stock is to me. Meaning, like when you're taking a trade on those contracts, when the implied volatility is low, you're getting a good deal when you're right about a trade. All right, like you're getting a good deal as in you're getting compensated fairly. The IV is not eating up your profit, or the contracts are not super inflated by the IV, right? They're fairly priced. So as the stock is moving like this, and as the stock is giving small dojis, that IV is slowly diminishing, and it's preparing the contracts for a big payout when the candles start to get this big. All right. So with the stock right now, I'm patiently waiting. I'm not trading the stock. I just added it to my watch list because of the question that one person asked in the comment section. It's looking interesting, and it's moving in really big range during the month from 22 all the way up to 50. That's a pretty nice range. All right. I like stocks that move like that. So as time goes on, there will be another opportunity that's gonna set up on a stock eventually. And when it does, yeah, I'm most likely gonna make another video to update you guys on what opportunity that might be, whether it will be to the long side or to the short side. Now, the last stock that we're gonna discuss in today's video is GME. And with GME, again, what I told you guys came to pass. We had a big push, right? So all of these individuals out here, and also out here, were very happy, very relieved to finally get an opportunity to get out of GME. And they definitely used it. Like they definitely did. All of these are those people. They got out and they continue to get out, and the stock is just continuing to fade down. Like I said before, this one right here, it might drop to 17 and then just go sideways for months. AMC is a very, very cheap stock, and that one is a lot more boring than this one is. So that's my thoughts on it. When another opportunity appears on this one, I might take a trade on it again. But until then, I'm looking at other stuff. So that's my thoughts on all of these stocks. That is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday, exactly 10 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, along with the trades that I take and the contracts that I buy, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.